Hi everybody and welcome to video 11 in our Steampunk Journey series. Now we're using two kits. One's called Nautical Steampunk and the other's called Steampunk Trains. They're both Victoria design kits, but of course you can use whatever you like. You could make this into a Christmas series or something if you like. A ring-bound journal and a tall, thin folio and a book as a matching set for Christmas would be amazing. Amazing. And I might, since I have 30 days to fill, or 31 days for Christmas in July, that might be a good idea to revisit this project only as a Christmas project. So I know that this is just February or maybe March, February, March that you're seeing this, but remember every year Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group sponsor the Christmas in July event, and we get all kinds of video creators to make videos for us on Christmas projects, believe it or not, in the middle of the summer. And it's great. Last year we had 150 videos or 153 videos for you guys to watch. So it worked out fantabulous. Anyway, okay, on to this. So we've got our cover done. We've got these done with the flips and the cards. And we've got our writing page. And we've got a pocket page that I haven't put a card in yet. And then this opens and we have a writing page. And this opens and we have the sidecar sidecar. And we have a belly band here and we have a side pocket here. And today we're going to do 9, 10, and 11 at least. So page 9, we may even get to 12. Page 9 is nice and easy. It's just going to be a decorative page. Let me see which way. It goes this way. And I wanted to go from this corner. So I'm going to mark it here. And then I'm going to mark it here. Because my images are going to go here and here. Try to put the balloon right side up, here and here. And that way we'll see most of the gears. Whoops, it's only going to be from here to here. Yeah, I need to put that up. Put that over. Anyway, we'll make it fit. These are already inked. I was thinking ahead. Well, except for the size of the page, maybe. There it is. I couldn't see the mark for the width. Okay, and then we'll ink it. Still sniffling. I just recorded video 10, so now it's 2:30. And I'm recording video 11. It was 1 o'clock when I recorded the other one. It took me a little while to decide what I wanted to do. I had a couple pages already set aside. We just didn't get to them in the last video. We did 4, I think. 5 pages. These little sections with the little flip-flappies aren't difficult, so it's easy to kind of get them done. Get her done. Okay, so we're going to put this up here. So we're going to put this here. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I've got this glued all the way around. Then on the top and the bottom, I'm going to put just one of my little smears so that we can kind of move it around a little bit if we need to, which we probably will. So we want to put it up in here. We got our balloon right side up. That's a plus. So that we can put this down here and still see our balloon. Okay. And then, like I said, we haven't put any metal on here yet. I wish I had a chain or some chain, the color that I need. I have some bright silver and that's just not going to work for this project. Let's see how far over I can get this to where we can see those little gears right here. Keep it straight. And put this down. We'll be done with this one in 5 minutes. A page in 5 minutes or less. That's why I think we'll get to 12. Every video doesn't have to be an hour either. So, there you go. But in a big project like this, it's good to have the hour videos just because it cuts down on the number of videos. I don't know which is better. Maybe you guys could put in the comments. Would you rather have 25, 35-minute videos? Uh-oh. Or would you rather have, 15-hour-long videos? Oh, it's really close. What is that with the magnet right there? Do I not have enough glue on the paper right there? The glue is too far in. It's because the magnets are on top of each other. It's making it kind of hard to get the paper to lay flat. So let's do this with my video voice. You should hear my audiobook voice. I record audiobooks too. If you need an audiobook recorded, let me know. Okay, and so page 10 is nice and easy. It's another acetate piece, just because I really like this card. Wow, is it going to fit? We'll have to see. But I love this and I want to use this page. So let's go from I think I'm going to go from here to here. More shells, less flourish. I think it might have been a pocket I was thinking of because you've got that empty space at the bottom. You know, we could do an up tuck. like I said, with these small sections, you don't want to get too crazy. Things fall off and when you're flipping them, and you get a little more complicated. Well, it's not necessarily true. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, see, we're going to have that same issue right here with these magnets because there's a whole stack of them here, so we're going to have to pick this up and glue the paper down. In fact, no, it's all right. I was going to say I made the paper narrow. So let's ink the paper. Can't believe I forgot to ink this. Probably should have just burned it. Because with an uptuck, we could leave the corners undone, and then it would fit. No, it's not going to fit. Let's the piece. I'm going to measure it down here, but that's not where we're going to put it. I'm about as dangerous with a Sharpie as I am with a knife. I really like that card. That's why I wanted to use it so bad. But it's just kind of large, isn't it? It's large and in charge. Okay. Yeah, see, it's going to hang off the bottom of the page. Okay. Don't worry. I have more. Pockets, folders all clipped together, this big pocket clipped together. What about this one? What about that? That one's a little small. What about this one? It's a little narrow, isn't it? Really like those glasses. I have to fix all this where the scan and cut went out of its mind. All of this down here, it's too small as well. I do like this card. There's this one also with the gears and the cat on the hot air balloon. Either one of these would work. I just like this one with the map and the air balloon. No, I don't think I want anything to leave that writing space there. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I knew that card was too big. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Shoot. Do you see what I did? Now, really, I could have put both of those cards in there and just kind of overlap them a little bit. But then you cover up the coolness of the cards. You take away from the aesthetic value, even though you're filling up more of the space. Does that make sense? Getting more glue on my glass than I am on my paper. Alright, now which side? This side. Let me put the extra glue over here where that magnet is. So I could have put that in a little further had I realized that it was going to be a problem. When you put a ton of glue, it's not a problem anymore. I'm just trying not to touch the acetate. Okay, like that. Okay, page 11. Is going to be kind of fun. I'm going to put this paper on. Yeah, let's do it from this corner. Then we're going to make this into a belly band, but it doesn't quite reach. So we're going to put an acetate belly band down first. And then we're going to put this on it, I think. And then we're going to make the world's largest writing card. No, I'm kidding. And we need to make a card for inside here. Remember, you want the card's going to show. So you want to make sure the card is big enough to show here so you have a way to grab it to get it out. The alternative is to put a tab on it so that you can pull it out. I don't know that I would want to have a little tab right in the middle of this big tab though. So let's cut this first. I might use the leftover of this to do the fill on these. Is that the narrow part? Yeah. And then we don't have to cut the length. This would be perfect. Look at that, it cut that octopi out perfect. All right, now here's a thought. That octopus, there's only one. Well, we can't. A, it covers the ship. B, it would have to open this way towards the center. That would never work. Just washed my hands in hot water and my hands are freezing. Okay, let's double check. Works out pretty well. I'm going to ink the heck out of it. All the way around. This tan looks good with the black edging. Can't believe I didn't ink this. I keep saying that, don't I? I can't believe I didn't ink this. The only thing I don't like about this idea is the white, you know, in between. Which, I mean, I guess I could take a Q-tip or something. Finger dauber would be too big. This is definitely too big. To just knock the white off of that with some sort of a light orangey brown, sort of like that marmalade color we used. Spiced marmalade. Still thinking about a magnet right there. Just right in the middle, just enough to hold it down. all these paper clips and such everywhere. Okay. These are almost 1.25 inches. Wow, they're wider than I thought. I knew I was going to cut that crooked and way too big. Alright, let's do it this way. I'm going to use my little trimmer. I can see smaller widths better on this. So let's take the scoring tool off, put the cutting blade on. Yeah. I usually use this as a scoreboard, so I better make sure and take that blade off before I go to score something and I end up cutting it off, huh? That would make for an accidental curse word on the video, wouldn't it? I'm just I'm just pulling your leg. I had to lift my hand off like that. I had one of those little strings going, and it just happened to go over my thumb. So I just lifted my hand up, and it took that little string of glue right up with it. Okay, now remember, we want to see the ship. So I want to put my belly band, I think, over just a little bit. Because remember, we're putting our tickets on top. And it's too long. Okay, let's stick the bottom down. And glue that down. And as soon as the glue dries, I'll cut it off with my scissors. Let's see, what have I got? Yeah. Yes. Oh, good job, Terry. I just didn't want to get a lot of glue on my scissors. I just cleaned them off. I can't remember. Glue eraser. See, I just shout out words at random. Just random words. my friend Elizabeth, I had glue on my scissors. I almost said my glasses. Glue on my scissors. And I was like, man, how am I going to get this off of here? She was like, glue eraser. I'm like, no way. She's like, yes way. She used to be an instructor. She can do, there is no type of paper art that she cannot do, I swear. You should watch her on Technique Tuesdays over at Junk Journal with Joy. She's live every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock Pacific. So that would be 8 o'clock Central, well, 7 Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock Eastern. So have a good time to get your dinner done, watch a show that you normally watch, maybe. And then zip over and watch Elizabeth. Okay, now we have to remember let's get it even from the top and the bottom, and then we'll put something on there. It doesn't look straight, does it? The acetate is the perfect size. I like the idea with the maps and the ship with all of these different globes. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and then we'll make a giant writing card for that. And I mean giant. When I say giant, I mean giant. And these little strings of glue hanging off. Putting extra glue right here because of the magnets. We need to make sure the edges of the paper are stuck down really well. Not that the way I do it normally doesn't stick it down well, but I'm just saying we need that little extra oomph. See, this is easier, much easier to glue down because we're not pressing on 3 magnets thick, even though there's not 3 magnets under the paper. It's just, well, now that I like. You know, that's about right. Oz, it's not time for anything, hon. It's 3 o'clock. He thinks it's time for breakfast. See? It's writing color on the back side. Look out, buddy. And get stepped on. You'll like that a lot less than being late for breakfast. Oh, there we go. See, that is too small. I didn't cut anything off the height. That was already the height that it was. Oh, now wouldn't that just be the coolest thing ever? As I said, no, it's not time. He's still begging, in case you were wondering. There we go. That's closer to where I thought it should be. Very long writing card. Doesn't cover up the ship. Matches the background paper. Meets all of my favorite requirements. I love that octopus at the top. Can't believe it worked out like that. I don't know if you guys can hear him begging or not, but it's getting a little annoying. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that turned out pretty cool. And you could even put a little bit of ephemera on here if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but you could. Now he's looking for paper. He got a piece of paper today. In fact, he got two different times because I didn't notice from the scan and cut. You know, when it cuts out the pictures, there's the paper left with all the holes in it. One had fallen to the ground. He came running out of the craft room with it. Well, first I heard something that sounded like paper. And then I saw him dragging off a whole piece of paper. He wanted to eat it. He wanted to munch it. I should have cut these off. Let's get our paper. Couldn't think of any other way to do this without making so many different patterns make your eyes bleed. So I decided it did not matter that this was not gears or whatever. It does look a little bit like what's that tread looking stuff that you step on your steps to get up into your big truck or whatever. I keep forgetting what that's called, that metal. Yeah, these aren't as big as they look, are they? I mean, even if you'd have folded them under. Trying to figure out where he went. I don't think he's in here anymore. I can hear his, oh, I was going to say I can hear his collar jingling, but it's me. It's me jingling. I turned this up. It hangs down normally, but I didn't want it to make noise against the glass. So now I only hear it when I'm inking. And this is the same on the other side, the paper, so. I do go through a lot of ink, that's for sure. So then all we have to do is figure out 13, and we'll do 13 and 14, and then maybe we'll have time to do some decorating. I usually do that off camera because, you know, putting words and gears and stuff is pretty much your own preference for what you like. Do I want to put this up here, or do I want to put it in the bottom corner? That's what I'm thinking. I think I want to put it up. I don't know though, that looks kind of funny floating up there, doesn't it? That looks a lot better. We'll just let this one float. A little closer to half. It's kind of funny, I probably could have put the bottom one on first. and then adjusted the top one as needed instead of putting the top one on first. Can't really adjust the bottom one. It's the bottom one. It's in the corner. Wow. Well, either he is still in here, or I'm hallucinating hearing the paper bags moving across the floor, across the room. Well, they're not moving across the room. The paper bags moving that are across the room from me. I keep correcting my own English. I hate it when I don't speak correctly. Okay, now we're going to make 2 big cards. Out of these 2 suitcase pages. Okay, so we want to show the suitcase, obviously. So we're going to, how am I going to do this? I'm going to start about right here. Once we get one, then we'll know the width of the other. There's a nice thin belly band right there. That looks about right. Okay. Now, let's make it halfway between. Nice. Okay. Getting a little chilly. I have a t-shirt on. Thank goodness you guys are thinking, right? I like it. Okay, so let's round the corners, and then, what do you think we're gonna do? So when you look at the pages in a kit, you could think of them as fussy cuts and cards and pockets and pages. You know what I mean? They're not just pages. You can make them into anything, you know. Just just pick your image and where you want it to be on the page, and then cut around it until you get that. Start big, work your way down. It's gonna ding, sorry. Maybe not, I turned my computer volume down. But for sure it was gonna ding on my phone out right over there, which I forgot to take into the living room. Oh, I already did it, that's why. You know, I always try to think of something to say when I'm inking. And I apologize, I know I just sit here silent and I'm inking. It's got to be like watching paint dry. See, there it dinged. That took a while. Yeah. So, but I don't, I'm disabled. And I also have social anxiety, believe it or not, so I can be social on video, see? So I don't really go anywhere or do much other than this. Let's try to get them even. Yeah, that one's going to stick out that far. Then so is this one. Okay. I like it. And there are places on the cards we can decorate. Certainly, if you have a stencil that is kind of steampunkish, you could stencil on the backs of the writing cards. Kind of large cards. I might put a piece of ephemera on the back of each one. Fill in a little bit of that space. That was a double string. I'm getting better. And wait a minute, if I wanted to put a magnet to hold that down, I better do it now. Before I put the paper down. Ah, didn't mean to do that. Just because it's getting a little rounded, and then once you put the metal in, I just want to make sure that back page stays shut. I know I don't have to use 2 magnets. I know I could use a magnet and a washer. Really can't find washers as thin and as small as I would need. Need a mil or less thickness. And it's just as cheap to use another magnet. Okay, so now I should have put the magnet on this one first before I glued the paper down. Okay. Darn. Start breaking magnets everywhere. Okay. Sticky side up. Just like that. And just like that. Saved. The day is saved. Okay, we've only got 4 minutes left to an hour. So, yeah, we got this one, this one, this one, this one done. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, we're almost done. We only have this page in the back to do. So then we'll be on to our book. Okay. I will see you in the next video, which it's too bad I couldn't squeeze those 2 pages in here. I may go ahead and come back and film it and make this an hour and 15-minute long video. That seems like it would be the best thing to do. I don't have page 13 planned out yet. But 13 in the back is just, you know, 10-minute video. So that's silly. So, yeah, I might do that. All right. Well, this is it for this video, unless it's not. And I'll see you in the next video, unless I won't. I'll see you in the next 10 minutes. And that will be just a second for you, which is true, and a day for me, which is not true. Okay. Bye-bye for now.